I'm getting really sick and tired of the far right, Matt Gaetz, Vivek Ramaswamy, etc., demanding Ukraine form some sort of peace deal. And I've been tired of it for well over a year now because they never talk about what that peace agreement would look like for Ukraine. And the reason they don't talk about it is because the American people, if they were told what the actual agreement Ukraine would have to abide by is, they would go, what the fuck? That's a terrible deal for Ukraine, and it would just lead to more annexations and future territory grabs by Russia. The interesting thing is we know what Russia's demands are because they just repeated them today. But Vivek Ramaswamy and Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene and all of these that are saying peace, JD Vance, just stellar intellects here, all of them don't want to talk about what that means for Ukraine, what Ukraine has to give up. They just want to say peace, broad peace, big hand wave, as if it's just some sort of thing that manifests itself out of thin air. These are the conditions that the far right won't talk about that Russia is demanding of Ukraine to have a peace. Condition number 1, cessation of Western military support to Ukraine, meaning no more training, no more providing weapons, no more providing ammunition to Ukraine. A recognition by the West and Ukraine of the new territorial realities, implying they have to accept the regions that have been annexed by Russia. A complete halt of all military activities by Ukraine. Yeah, no kidding, that's how peace works. Number 4 is a full demilitarization and denazification of Ukraine. Now, tossing out that bullshit denazification term that they continue to use for their own people. And then the reason they do that is so Putin can say, I defeated the Nazis, because he's got an inferiority complex against what Stalin did in defeating the Nazis. And he wants to be able to say he did it too. But the fact of the matter is, I'm focusing on the demilitarization because that doesn't make any sense. You want the entirety of Ukraine to demilitarize, and then you claim that you're going to maintain a peace with them. You're going to have a country on your border, Russia, with no military, and you're just going to let them exist. Yeah, I don't fucking believe that. Furthermore, they want the removal of all the Ukrainian military from territories claimed by Russia, and then Ukraine's acceptance as a status as an online country. So not only do you have to eliminate your military, you have to demilitarize. You can't have any military alliances externally with NATO or anyone else otherwise. You have to be completely non-aligned. And when they say about removal of Ukraine's military from territories claimed by Russia, that's not territories currently occupied by Russia. That's what they claim. Russia claims territory that Ukraine has taken back militarily, including territory in Kherson, territory in Kharkiv. That doesn't mean we're freezing the front lines. This agreement means Russia gets everything they freaking want, and the West and Ukraine gets nothing. And then the cherry on top here is Russian must be the language spoken in Ukraine. So not only do you give up all of your territory and land, all of the tens of thousands of Ukrainians that have died for nothing, you can't even speak your own language in Russia anymore, or in Ukraine anymore. Those are the conditions that Russia has. Those are the conditions that Ramaswamy and MTG and Gaetz and JD Vance and that whole wing of stupidity will not tell you, because any sane person will look at those and go, yeah, that's not a good deal and it's going to cause problems in the immediate future. So please, when you see them and people who are touting them, let them know, hey, what are those conditions? What would peace look like for Ukraine? Ask those questions, because they aren't even talking about it. They just want peace. Yeah, good luck with that.